And thanks for joining us. I'm Ann Trujillo.
And I'm Shannon Ogden. All new for you at 6. Clarence Moses-El was in prison for a brutal sexual assault that he did not commit. And now he wants to make sure that never happens to anybody else in Denver.
And Denver 7's Lance Hernandez talked to him today. And Lance, Mr. Moses-El says it was a tough psychological battle to get through those years in prison.
He says he faced coercion, threats, and degradation, and that it took all of his creativity and ingenuity to stay in the right frame of mind. Now, Moses-El remembers getting a letter from Elsie Jackson, who admitted to the crime. He remembers that almost as clearly as the day he lost his freedom.
I heard my son outside crying.
Clarence Moses-El says his son was crying because his older brother wouldn't take him to the store.
I put him on the bicycle and I started riding. And that was our last ride.
Moses-El was arrested and convicted of a brutal rape and assault, one that he didn't commit. The victim initially said it was someone else, then changed her story while under narcotic medication.
She had a dream in which she believed that she relived the incident. Based on that dream, she woke up and said, I know who did it now.
Moses-El asked for DNA testing. It was never done. He raised money among fellow inmates to fight for the testing and won that right. But
despite the evidence being labeled "Do Not Destroy," despite there being an entry in the police computer system saying to hold the evidence, the police went and threw it out.
The lawsuit alleges the defendants used every tactic, both legal and illegal, to try and cover up the decades of injustice perpetrated against Mr. Moses-El. Eventually, the convictions were thrown out. In a retrial, he was found not guilty. I asked what those 28-plus years were like.
Hell, it was like having my hand closed in a vice daily, turning. The vice got tighter. So that's what prison, being wrongly convicted, was all about.
Moses-El says he wants to make sure what happened to him doesn't happen to anyone else.
If it keep happening like that, that means that somebody is condoning it.
Lance Hernandez, Denver 7.
Cannot even imagine. Now in prison, of course, he missed seeing his son grow up, his daughter grow up, and while in prison, his mother, his father, his 2 brothers, and 2 sisters all died.